Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. I am doing your mid-month of August till the end of August 2018 general and love readings. I will be doing the divine spread as I have been doing recently. I am using the Tarot 3D, right, which is the Karma or Dharma message. These are only the major arcana 3D cards that I use for the main message. For the rest of the spread, I'm using the Pictorial Key Tarot by David Corsi. Okay, that's for the rest of the spread. Now for the extended Vimeo readings, I'm using the Sibillas, Vera Sibilla by Masenghini, and also the Romance Angels Oracle cards, which are by Doreen Virtue. Okay, those two decks will be used in the Vimeo extended readings. I'd like to thank everyone for their support, for liking, sharing and subscribing, and for the rest of the announcements that I'm going to be making in relation to what is going on with the astrology, as well as all the announcements in relation to the competition on Facebook, etc., and everything else. For those of you that are interested, that part of the reading will be at the end of all the readings, okay? That way I can start with the tarot, and for those of you that are interested in the astrology part and all the announcements, again, as I just said earlier, please wait till the end of the reading, and that way the people who are only interested in the tarot can, go straight onto the tarot so they don't have to stick around for too long. Okay, so I will get started on your tarot at the moment. Right now, thank you again. Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is for Taurus. Hello my dear Taurians, this is Kathy. And your August, mid-month till end of August 2018 general and love reading. Hope that you are all doing very well. Let's do the divine spread. I'm just going to take a card for the Karma and Dharma position for you. Let's see what the divine has to show us for this time in your lives. Okay. For Taurus, please, spirit guides and angels. What is the Karma Dharma message? Okay, dear Taurus, here we are, and we have the Fool card. This is beautiful. This is like starting a new cycle, but you are not quite ready. Excuse me. You are not quite ready. Why? Because in the Pictorial Key Tarot, this is actually, these major arcana cards are the Tarot 3D by David Corsi. As you can see, they're beautiful cards for those of you that have not been following me. But the Fool that is depicted in this deck is not actually taking that leap of faith yet. As you can see, he's looking up above. He's obviously wanting to be enlightened before he can actually begin that new cycle. So he's actually looking towards the past. So you're probably working over something, redoing something, looking at details from the past, things that have already been done. So having the Fool here would say that a cycle has ended for you. Some of you may be just tying up any situation that you have. Okay, that will stay there. Any situation that you have come to a conclusion with, you are just fine-tuning it Now, some of you may be actually waiting on information and clarity, or just waiting for a message from above, whatever that means for you, before you can start this new cycle and take that risk. Okay, for Taurus, spirit guides and angels, mid to end August 2018, general and love. Okay, so the card that fell out here would be the root of the situation. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. Now the hidden position is here. What you do not know of, we have the Magician. In the recent past, the Five of Swords. So we have a progression. We go from the 4 to the 5. In the present position, we have the Six of Cups. Now, I did say with a full card that you are ending a cycle, but you are working through, looking to the past, right? And the Six of Cups could be someone from your past, someone that was near and dear to you. Okay, this is in the present position. Now the goal position, the crowning thought, is the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. Now the advice and the action to take, goodness me, Nine of Swords. And the outcome card is, we have the Devil. Wow, dear Taurus. Wow. Okay, this position here is the divine position. This is what the divine is up to. This is what is happening planetarily for you. And we have the Three of Cups. So the divine message is that there will be a celebration. Now, I'm not reading reversals, so this could speak of gossip. More than likely, the divine usually wants what's best for us, and gossip is not something that is good for us. Now, there are lots of messages in these cards, and this is a general reading, so I do always speak of the things that come to me, what I feel intuitive with the cards. So for those of you that are looking at the cards and saying, this is what's happening, and I actually, if I do not mention that, it means that this is not the message for you. And dear Venus is right on top of the candle. Venus, that burns. No, baby. Venus has just come in to put in her 5 cents worth. Okay, dear Taurus. So, the karma or dharma position, yes, beginning a new cycle. Now, this could be the sign of Aries. Aries is the youth of the zodiac. What is happening in Aries is that Chiron is moving. Chiron is the asteroid, right? It is moving retrograde, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So maybe some of you are trying to work through wounds of the past from a previous cycle, I should say the cycle that has ended for you. Some of you are not ready. You are just not ready because you are still working through things in your life. Now, we've got everything except for Pentacles here, which is very strange. The only Pentacle I see is here, that Ace of Pentacles with a Magician. That is the only Pentacles, dear Taurus, which is not, you know, your energy is all about money, all about the comforts, all about, you know, earned income. This, you are the second house, right? Which is earned income. It also, Taurus also rules, you know, the 5 senses. Taurus is ruled by Venus, And Venus at the moment is in Libra, which is the partnership house. And Libra is also ruled by Venus. So it's very beneficial for you. Now, just looking at the chart here, Venus is love and money, right? And anything that we value. It's actually in your 6th house right now. So the 6th house for you would be the house of Virgo, right? So well, some of you may be dealing with a Virgo, but it is actually in the house of Libra. So Libra is all about finding your balance. Libra can be legal issues as well. And why I'm saying that is that we've got a few swords here. We've got 3 swords cards, right? So the 4 of swords is in the root of the reading. This is the foundation, right? So having the 4 of swords, usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we've got someone who is meditating, taking time out after having done battle and just, regaining their strength before they stand in their truth and move forward. With the Ace of Swords that is usually down the bottom here. At the top we've got the 3 of Swords. Now here we've got 4 swords above, which speaks to me of family. 4s always speak of family. Now some of you are mourning something that has gone wrong within a family situation. Could be someone that feels like family to you. Look at this person here. They are slumped over. Someone who may have passed. This is a tombstone. This is a coffin. This is a loss of some sort, right? It's a stone bed. It's cold, and it's very very non-inviting. Now I see in this card here, someone is very, very torn. I feel that something that has happened with you guys has made you quite upset. Now, I do like to look at the pictures, but yes, the tarot has got many, many layers. Now, this person could be just feeling very exhausted, right? Very exhausted, having done way too much. And we do have in the outcome card, we've got the Devil card. And the Devil card can many times, because it stands for Capricorn, Capricorn is the house of career. It is how people see you in the world. It's also, Capricorn is very restrictive energy. And while I'm on the subject of Capricorn, we do have Mars, Pluto, and Saturn there. And Saturn is restrictions, right? Just like this card here. Restrictions, something that is very, very difficult to deal with. Because if you haven't been doing the right thing, then you will not be able to move forward. Saturn is like, it's someone who, a very strict teacher, or someone who is on the hierarchy scale, someone who is above you, someone who you need to what's the word? You need to inform, and you need to do the right thing before they actually let you get past them, right? It's like that door that is closed, locked, and you're looking for that key. The key to success is going to be putting in that hard work, but sometimes with a Devil card, it's just doing too much, burning yourself out. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricornian individual, someone who is a Capricorn. Now, some of you may have in your chart very strongly Capricorn, right? And you are very career orientated and trying to get to your goals. And in some cases, when we focus on work too much, then family can suffer, right? Now, in the hidden position is the Magician. And the Magician usually says that we can do anything that we put our minds to, set our minds on, right? Now, the Magician is the energy of Mercury. Mercury is moving direct in a couple of days. So, you know, what is hidden to you is probably the information that you do not know, that you, with Mercury going direct, whatever you've been working on is going to bring in the abundance, because the Magician is a number one. So we've got 0, we've got the Fool, and then we've got number 1. Okay, now some of you may have a Magician in your life, someone who is there to aid you if you are going through hard times, right? Now, could it be because Mercury is ruled by Virgo and, sorry, I should say Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. Could some of you be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini? We do have a few swords here. Now, in the recent past, we've got the 5 of Swords. Could you be having trouble with a Gemini going to battle? Some of you may be torn between 2 competitors. We've got 2 people here, right? There's 3 people all up here, but you are doing battle, and we've got the 4 and then the 5. So you are doing battle. Now you're crying over something, but with the 5 of Swords, yes, you have won the battle, but is it a hollow battle? Is it a fight that you've been in, words that have been exchanged that have torn you, right? That have put you in a difficult position. Now, 5s always speak of conflict. So also 5s, yes, speak of change coming in. The next step would be the 6 of Swords, which would be moving on to calmer waters. But in the advice and action to take, it's like, look at all these swords that are up in your head, all these thoughts that are scaring you to death. These are fears, right, of doom and gloom and what can happen. So a lot of mental anguish here. The advice is try to relax. Do something that will help you be able to sleep, because if you're not sleeping, you're not getting through the day properly, and obviously then you would be overexhausted. So there is some sort of a, I'm going to say nightmare, because with this card I'm seeing nightmares. There are fears here of something that you are fearing gravely. You're hoping that you can take that leap of faith, but you're scared of taking that risk, taking that leap. Now, just a word of advice, dear Taurus. The sun is in Leo. Leo is taking a risk. Leo likes to take a risk, right? Leo is all about taking that gamble, and being held back will not behoove you. We all have to take, yes, calculated risks, but yes, if we're too frightened and fear holds us back, that's even worse, because then we're in mental anguish saying that if I had taken that leap of faith, what would have happened? I may have had a chance and I missed it, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean. Now, in the recent past, in the present, we've got the 6 of Cups. Now, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Now, we do have another 4 here. 4 always speaks of the house of Cancer, and Cancer is because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon does stand for fears and, of course, intuition, nightmares, dreams, blah, blah, blah. Could you be haunted from something from your past in relation to do with someone in your past? Now, when I say haunted, being haunted can be on many different scales. It can be a slight fear, and for others of you, it could be something that is really, really spooking you. And when I'm saying spooking, it's like being spooked because there may be feelings of regret and remorse. That's what I get. A feeling of guilt, of having done something wrong, having spoken words that cannot be taken back. We have a saying in Greek which says that the tongue does not have any bones, but it does break bones. Like it can really cut, and words that have been thrown out there, sometimes we cannot take back. And, usually when we do speak our truth, because that's what swords are all about, and depending on the way we're feeling, obviously, sometimes if we're in a negative place, we can over-exaggerate on what we felt bad about. And that's where the problem is. Yes, we need to stand in our truth, but sometimes we can, over-exaggerate when we're feeling very, very aggressive, we're feeling, stressed out and all that sort of thing. So, okay, crowning your reading is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is, an action card. It's movement. It is travel through the air. It is also messages to and fro via social media. These can always be as well Cupid's arrows. Now for me, I think that these are messages that this is what's on your mind. You're hoping to be able to send some messages. Speak your mind, speak of what drives you and what you feel very passionate about, because we've got a very strong card of passion right here. But then we've got the Nine of Swords here. And look at what is stopping you. It is your fears, right? Now, when I'm looking diagonally here, we've got the Six of Cups, and then we've got the Three of Cups, which add up to a Nine of Cups. So if you are hoping to speak your mind, to send those messages to someone that you felt very connected to, this is a soulmate relationship, a twin flame, right? This is something that made you open up. Your heart was open. There was a lot of trust here. So what went wrong, dear Taurus? Now, sometimes when we do cross over the border, right? Step over that line, we feel as though we cannot come back. But opening your heart, when we speak from the heart, it's just everything, because Leo is the heart, and Leo is all about true love. It's all about flirtation. It's all about children. For some of you, this could be a child that you are dealing with, that there's been hurtful words with. Maybe they've been hurtful with you, and you just, you need to get over it, dear Taurus. Get out of this mental anguish. Okay, there is more to life than being stuck. Okay, we need to move forward. That's what's on your mind, and that's what you need to do. Now, with the outcome card being the Devil, some of you may be just overindulging, over drinking, overeating, over binging. Why? Because I did say we had like the Nine of Cups here with these two cards, right? The Six and the Three of Cups. For others of you, this is a very sexual and strong attraction. It is a karmic relationship. So karmic relationships do go through cycles, and they can last for a long time. Now, if we add up the 15, which is the Devil, it does equal a 6. Like the 10 breaks down to a 1, and the 5 equals 6, which is again the energy of Gemini, the lovers. And that's why I'm saying this could be a karmic relationship. Some of you may be in a karmic cycle finishing up, but still fine-tuning this relationship, this change that you've gone through, right? You're at the 9, almost finished, right? And you may be closing the door on either a Capricorn, I would say, or a Gemini, and you may be opening the door to someone from your past, right? Who may be a water sign, so Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And as I said, some of you may have had words. If this is someone that's already in your life, yes, they may be from your past. For some of you, it could be someone from your past. For others of you, it will not be. It could be just another water sign. You may have had words with them, but as I said, get over it, dear Cancer. Did I just say Cancer? Some of you have got moon or rising sign in Cancer. And I did mention Cancer before. For others of you, this is a partner who is a Cancerian. Now, let's look at this diagonal area here. So we've got, if we look at the 1, which is the Magician, and the 9, they equal a 10, which break down to a 1 again. So 1s speak of new beginnings, right? And that's what's in store for you. It's just a matter of getting out of this energy. Now, I'm going to be pulling some more cards, obviously, in the extended Vimeo reading. And I'm really interested to see what this is all about. Looking across here, we've got the 5 of Swords and the Devil. You know that if you have been in a situation like that, you need to stay there. You need to stay, and what I mean is hold the fort. Do not go back. Do not go back into this energy. Whatever you have been battling for, fighting for, you're just a step away from clearing away this energy, dear Taurus. And I know that this is going to be a positive outcome. I feel it strongly in my bones. Bones, Capricorn, yeah, bones are all about Capricorn. Capricorn deals with bones. Now, just coming to my mind is that you may have a bone to pick with someone. Now, speak your truth, but speak from a place of heart, right? And know that when we speak from a place of heart, again, it's going to behoove you. So for those of you that are finishing a situation with an air sign, more than likely Gemini, you will be able to beat this energy. Now, with the Devil card here, as I said, Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto is death and transformation. It is the right time now. Whatever you are cleaning up, whatever mess you are cleaning up, dear Taurus, it's time to do it now. Now, in the divine position, we've got the 3 of Cups. This is a celebration. So again, there's 3 people here. Now, some of you may be going out, meeting someone new at a get-together, through work, through family, through siblings. If this is business, and God knows you work hard, there's going to be a successful culmination. Look here. Now, we had a new moon in Leo, and that was an eclipse as well. So new moons are where we start something new. Leo is whatever we create in business, you know, whatever we love and we create, we manifest. So having this divine message here, the 3 of Cups, says that all will be well in the end, right? And that is for most of you. Now, there's a few of you out there, because I'm not reading reversals, that may have gossip on the cards. So just take care Be careful with who you share your thoughts with, because it can backfire, right? And gossiping, if you have been doing the gossiping, just be careful who you open your heart to and who you speak your mind to. Okay, dear Taurus, I think I will leave it at that. For those of you that want to listen to the astrology part of the reading, stay put, don't press stop on the video. And you may also listen to the announcements in relation to my channel. And for those of you that want to see the extended part of the video, the Vimeo address is at the bottom of the video. Do know that the Vimeo readings are always uploaded roughly a day after the video on YouTube. So give it a chance. A day later, you should look for it. And make sure, please, when you go onto Vimeo, make sure that you purchase the right reading, because if you are purchasing the wrong reading, then, it's just not my fault. So you need to be careful with which reading you are purchasing, please. Okay, I thought I need to tell you that message. So if you don't see the reading there, give it a day before you look for it again. Okay, dear Taurus, sending you lots of love and blessings to all of you. Thank you for being here, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Do keep well. Sending you love. Bye for now. Okay, thank you for sticking around. For those of you that love astrology and that are interested in the announcements in relation to my channel, first of all, I would like to say that for Virgo, because the sun is going to be moving into Virgo, and today's actually the 14th of August. On the 23rd, the sun is moving into Virgo, so happy birthday to all you Virgo people out there. Just letting you know that for your birthday, the September readings, on the September readings, not in these readings, you will have the extended Vimeo reading uploaded onto YouTube, the whole reading for your birthday present from me to you with a lot of love. Now, in relation to the competition, for those of you that want to take part in the Facebook free reading, as I have said, I'm choosing one winner. So for those of you that have liked my page on Facebook, Divine Debut 11, the announcement for the winner will be made on or around the 20th of the month. So you've still got a few days where you can comment, like, and all that beautiful stuff that we do on Facebook, okay, to take part. I'm overwhelmed at how many people have done so. For those of you that are interested in winning, thank you so much. Unfortunately, only one person is going to win, and I'm going to be doing this every month. So just letting you know in advance. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for the support for the Vimeo readings. Thank you so much. The feedback and the support has been wonderful for Vimeo. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you. Now, I'd like to also say, in relation to private readings, just letting you know that in the readings, in the 1 hour long readings for a personal reading, I always do incorporate astrology as well as the tarot. So I do look into your chart and I do go into a few things that are important. As I said, I look at the astrology and the tarot. Those two things work together for me for a more complete reading for you. Now, in the half-hour readings, I just briefly look at the main things. I don't go into the astrology a lot. So when you do order a private reading, I always want and need your date of birth and time, place, and like city and country of birth, as well as your birthday. That's what's very important. If you don't know your exact birth time, don't worry about it, okay? But if you do have the exact time, it's fantastic. Now, Just letting you know also that the eclipses on the axis Leo Aquarius have finished finally after 18 months. So if any of you have got very important points or planets in Leo and Aquarius, know that those energies we are moving away from. The last eclipse that we had on the 11th, 3 days ago, that marked the end of the phases of the eclipses on Leo and Aquarius axis, right? So we're moving now into the axis Cancer, Capricorn. So again, those of you that have got planets and important points on that axis, know that the next 18 months will be important for you. Okay, let's look into the astrology just briefly. Now, as I said before, today is the 14th of August, 2018. 2 days ago, on the 12th of August, Mars is retrograded, I should say, back into Capricorn, okay? Also, on August 19th, Mercury finally will be moving direct. It's going to be moving out of its shadow period, so give it till beginning of September when it will be clearly direct. So it's starting to, pass over the points of, the area where it retrograded. So it's starting to pick up pace, but it's still working through its shadow period for the next couple of weeks. But it's good that it's starting to move direct. So that's happening on the 19th of August. On the same day, we've got Jupiter trine Neptune. Now, Jupiter is in Scorpio. It is doing a beautiful trine to Neptune in Pisces, and that is the third consecutive precise trine that it's doing. It's the third trine, right, which is very important because it's done it 3 times, right? This is the third exact trine point that it's doing on the 19th of August. So there is a sense of culminating what it's trying to bring to us. So that trines are always very positive aspects, very flowing energy, beautiful, beautiful. If you can just imagine Jupiter, it's, the biggest planet, the benevolent planet. Neptune is the divine love. So yes, a beautiful aspect here on the 19th of August, which is bringing a lot of divine love to our lives. Now, just, take note of August the 19th. See what it brings into your life. Now, on August 23rd, the sun enters Virgo. So again, happy birthday to all you Virgo people. It's your solar return, which means that the sun is coming back to your sign. It's going to be in your sign, which is, what is the sun? It's clarity. It's the heart, right? It's warmth. It's everything that has to do with our heart center. So usually when we have our solar return, all the lucky things come back into our life. It's our time to shine. It's our time to be seen in the world and what we do in our lives. The sun always brings love, okay, true love, prosperity, all the beautiful things that deal with Leo, because Leo is ruled by the sun. Leo is the heart. It is anything that we have created, right? Anything to do with children, being lucky as well, taking risks, having fun. A lot of joy is coming in for Virgo. Good luck, Virgo. Now, on the 26th of August, we have a full moon in Pisces. Now, Virgo, Pisces is your opposite sign, so the full moon will be there. Full moons always speak of culmination, right? For those of you that are Pisces, right, Piscean people, there is a culmination happening on the new moon in Pisces, what did you wish for? It's coming to a culmination, okay, for you. Now, on the next day, on August 27th, Mars is going direct, finally. So at the end of this month, Mars is going direct. It is going to be moving direct, but it still has its shadow period to move through. So as long as it's going direct, you know, that is very positive. It still has a bit of time to work through that shadow period, but it will be picking up pace. So that is great to have. Now, a couple more things that I'd like to mention. So, Mercury is moving direct in 5 days from now. As I said, today is the 14th of August. In practically 2 weeks, Mars is moving direct. Now, a very important thing that is happening in roughly in 3 weeks from now, Saturn will be moving direct. Wow. Okay, now Saturn we know is the difficult planet. It's restrictions, right? It's having to be grounded and doing the right thing so that we can receive. If we are standing in our integrity, whatever is happening in Capricorn. Now, for those of you that are astrology lovers, you obviously would know where you have Capricorn in your chart. Know that with Saturn moving direct, you've had the chance to work through whatever has been restrictive in your life. Know that that bracket of Saturn being retrograde was giving you the chance to do the work, put in the work, right? Trying to do things, redo things. Now it is moving direct. So I feel as though with Saturn moving direct, what you have been working through with Saturn being retrograde is going to come to the it's going to come, what's the word I'm looking for, to the forefront, right, for you to be able to move through. Again, I feel as though there is a point of receiving now. So whatever you have been working through and working on, with Saturn moving direct, you will have the inclinations of what is going to come to light, right? What you've put in, the hard work you've done, there will be a sense of receiving now. Also, in 4 weeks from now, so that would be roughly mid-month of September, Mars will be moving into Aquarius. Okay, so I think I will leave it at that. I don't want to keep you too long. Thank you all so much for taking the time out, for listening, for sharing, subscribing, and liking these videos. You are so appreciated. I will catch up with all of you for the readings of September 2018. Until then, stay well, stay blessed. And for those of you that are going on to Vimeo to watch the extended readings, thank you so much. Hope that they are helpful for you. Sending you all lots of love, lots of blessings. Bye for now.